I would like to call the regular meeting of the City of Blackwell to order. Roll call, please.
Braden is absent. Henderson?
Present.
Moen?
Present.
Pollitt?
Present.
Murphy?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. If you would stand, if you are able, for our invocation, and our flag salute will be led by Mr. Murphy. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the wonderful blessings we receive from you each day. It is just amazing how the smallest things can bring us the most joy. Tonight I ask that you continue to help us to understand the needs of our community and guide us in our decision making as we begin another council meeting. Watch over all that are here. Give everyone safe passage home. Please bless this country as we celebrate our 250th birthday. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We have some special presentations tonight.
Thank you, Mayor. If I could have the electric department, street department, police department, and fire department all come forward, please. Guys, just come up here.
Oh, that's it. Sit down.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he did. Hey, we got an application for that young man. All right, everybody you see up here, if you don't know, we received about 15 inches of rain in the month of June. We took 2 major floods. We surged up to 33 feet, went back down, came back up to about 31 feet. We had a 69-line pole fall into the Shikaski River. We had several much tree damage, down poles all throughout the town. A lot of things that people don't see. These people up here behind me, they go out during these storms, they get the power back on, they get the roadways cleared. They put their life in danger during the stir conditions during these storms to go out and make sure the town is protected and safe. So I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you all. They'll tell you, they'll look at you and just say, it's my job, I don't need to be thanked. But can't thank these people enough, especially during storm season. They go out there and they put it all on the line to make sure our services and stuff stay up. So to the street department, police department, fire department, electric department, I can't thank you all enough, so let's give them a round of applause.
Okay, everybody smile. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much for that. The whole council certainly supports what you just, the gentleman and women you just recognized. Are there comments tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
The first one we have is Rocky Wood.
okay. And he's been told his time limit? And do you do the timing?
Yes, I'll
Thank
take
you.
it. Rocky, did you see on here it's 3 minutes on the sign-in sheet, 3 minutes?
Good evening. Yes.
Sorry about that.
Good evening. My name is Rocky Wood. I'm co-founder of CARES Gang. I am no longer part of the board. I stepped away for other reasons. I want to make it known tonight, my post on Facebook is not an attack on the city of Blackwell. I respect everything you guys have done, trying to help. Same with CARES Gang. This is not a personal attack against them. I'm here for what's best for these children. strict, and I know Facebook gets things twisted. The city, I'm asking you guys to table signing this lease with Kara's Gate. My concern is Dewey Street is not a safe neighborhood. The crime is there, the vandalism. We worked so hard in the last 13 years, I think it's been around, to raise this money, and I see it going to a waste because it will be destroyed. I mean, you look a block down the street, the trash in the yard, the city can't get taken care of over how many years. If you guys don't mind, I have a message from Colin Zink, who is one of the original players when I started this organization, once he seen my post. Because like I said, I think the kids deserve better. Being out at the ball field where we've already purchased land with the money like we told the community we would do when we raised funds, was build their own field, not lease the field. Mr. Collins texted me and he said, if I may, someone who has a disability, it makes me feel like a second-class human. Like I don't matter as much as someone who doesn't have a disability. To have a Carers Game baseball field in a crappy area would seem disrespectful. Those athletes deserve a good place to play, and they need to feel like they matter. Now, this is from one of my original players when I started. So it's just not my personal opinion. There's others that feel like they deserve better. I know the board, the Carers Game board has tried. I mean, I was there, and it's a fight. What I'm here asking is that you table this motion to sign this lease, bring the city of Blackwell, all of you commissioners, the Carers Game board to an open public meeting, kind of like we did with the hospital, to see what this community can do to give these kids what they truly deserve. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Shauna Ashley. Just a reminder of the 3 minutes.
My name is Persona Ashley. I recently stepped off of Carers Game Board. I was the vice president. When we were looking at this, to purchase this land, and then it has changed. I understand the trust. I understand that. But the goal is to build these kids a field. And we will be putting money into something that will never be there. So we're not leaving a legacy for our kids, and that's our goal. And so I, like Rocky, I don't think this is something we should go forward with. I also have a player that plays, and that's something that we've been fighting hard for. We've had a lot of mishaps and missteps and people doing things with funds that they shouldn't have done, and so it set us back. But I do believe that we have the resources. We've currently got our tax situation under control. We can get grants, we can do whatever to build them their field, because that would never be their field. Leasing would never be theirs. So I don't want to put money into something that is not theirs. And I know Blackwell's a great community. I grew up here, I graduated here, and I call it home. So I know that we can do better, and that's my stance on that.
Thank you.
Steve Oakes. Just a reminder of 3 minutes.
Yes. Yes, I'm Steve Oakes. I am currently on the board of Carers Game. We have been trying to build a field. We've been hit with a lot of curveballs by people that's not in this room. It involves state, it involves other things. I do think, I agree that at this time, this needs to be tabled from our perspective, because I went through what I was sent by the city attorney today. There's some stuff that doesn't, I'm not saying it don't sit right. It's, we just need to make sure it's fair for both. And that doesn't favor either one of us. Plus, we need to have discussions, like Rocky said, with the city, with the community, and everybody. The community has not stepped up. They have not. I'm not from Blackwell. Some in the community have, but some have not. To build our own field, we got hit with probably $120,000 curveball by the state. And funds just aren't there. The reason behind this was to give us something that we own. Of course, it changed with how the whole thing worked with the trust or whatever it did. It changed. Our goal is still to build our field. We are going to have to get community and city involved. If the community and the city don't get involved, we're going to sit and spin our wheels just like we've done for the last 12 years. We have got land bought. It's not ideal. Some of the situations with the land, location, landlocked, some other things make it difficult. It's going to make it a little bit more expensive, but it's still doable. But for now, just so everybody knows, Kara's game also wants to table this for now because we need to have more conversations. I have a lawyer who's helped with our adoption of our daughter that is willing to help us look over the lease to make sure that it all needs to be done properly. We're not going to do anything tonight. But we would like to be able to stay in communication with the city is our goal. And at this time, that's where I am. That's where Kara's game is.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Karen Clark.
Hello, I'm Karen Clark, and I'm also going to talk about Kara's game. As a donor for building that ball field, we did not donate money to lease the field. We donated money to build a field. I feel like a lot of us donors feel that way, and so I just wanted to come up and say that. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much.
Dan, I'm going to mess that last name up.
Mr. Barrett.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan Barrett. I'm the face behind a lot of posts on Facebook. So, I was invited to come up here tonight. I don't have any skin in the game when it comes to Kara's game. Myself and Mr. Mark Easted have done a lot with our Morgan Field. And I let Rocky know that I'm very strongly in favor of tabling as well. I see the pluses on both sides as far as a lease. I do think that this is a project that has been going on for 13 plus years, and these kids still don't have a place to play. The Dewey Street would give them a temporary home, but I do feel like we need to get moving on the property, getting them a permanent home. I, for one, and I know that there's probably a lot of others that are in this room, that sweat equity is something that I can help provide. So if it means organizing work days, that sort of thing, I am more than willing to use my social media presence and my muscles. We can show up and we can make it happen. So, but we do need. I mean, we get the materials, we get a plan. I had a short conversation with Rocky that even if these kids don't get 100% of the vision on day one, if we meet a goal of, hey, let's get a backstop and base pads. Let's get that part done. Once that's done, let's work on a home dugout. Once the home dugout's done, let's work on the visitors. Then we can work on a concession stand. It may not be something that could happen today, but we could do it in pieces and maybe get it done a little bit quicker in 13 years. So, but as for the lease, I do see a valid point in that, and getting these guys somewhere to play and practice, and even if it was just a temporary home, maybe not a 20-year thing, but maybe something to look at for a 1 or 2 year thing while some of the stuff can be taken care of, so.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you all.
That is everyone on the list.
Okay, thank you all very much. We're going to go ahead and continue with our business meeting. There is a consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Motion.
Henderson,
Aye.
Moen,
Aye.
Pollett,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have reports tonight from our departments, beginning with code enforcement.
Hello.
Hello.
For the month of June, we had a total of 252 violations. We sent 141 letters, 12 verbals. We wrote 8 citations, very busy month. We've done 46 mowing and cleaning posts, 28. We sent 4 notices for the dumpsters in the alleys. We sent out our contractor 58 times. We've had about 27 comply. We've actually finished checking some more of them off today. We've had quite a few more. I just didn't get a chance to add them today.
I need to ask, because I was asked, because of all the rain, is there a grace period for them to get their lawns mowed?
Yes, of course, yes. We are really focusing on the ones, that are clearly taller than before the rain started.
Clearly taller than flood. Okay. Thank you very much.
We've issued 22 permits. We haven't torn down any more houses. We're still waiting on that. We've gotten a little bit more money back that you can see, that money that we just keep getting in. And we're at 316 posts now, so quite a few. The street department, we are very grateful to them. They got all of our wayfinding signs put up if you haven't seen them. They do look a little bit smaller, put up and higher, but they are up. Diana has been working on the 4th of July festival. She has 25 vendors, 8 food trucks. I know that says 9, but she did have one back out. And she's going to be doing a sidewalk art chalk contest and doing a passport sticker contest with the fire department as well. And we've had about maybe 5 people sign up for our 5K, and that says $350. We got another $100 today, so we're at $450 for sponsors.
Good evening, council.
Good evening.
The fire department responded to 1 structure fire, 1 grass fire, 5 rescues, 3 of those being elevator rescues due to power outages. 1 swift water rescue, vehicle got swept off in a creek waterway, and we went in, recovered him with the rescue boat. And then we had 1 juvenile that was burnt from the stove fire. We transported him to Wichita by air evac. We responded to 16 vehicle accidents, 4 vehicle fires, 2 customer service assist. We assisted Tonkalall with the boat rescue also, and then a fire panel assist with Equity Plaza during all the power outages there. 1 hazmat call, which was a gas leak, 9 false calls, for a total of 39 calls for the month, bringing the year total to 161 fire calls. The EMS department there was 1 transfer we were unable to take when they called for it. We did take 1 BLS transfer out of town. We had 1 in-town transfer from the hospital back to the nursing home. 5 canceled en route, 6 no patients found. Most of them were vehicles that hydroplaned off the interstate and got themselves back on the road before we got out there. Bystanders calling in car wrecks that really weren't car wrecks. We did transport 54 patients. We responded to 75 refusals. Of the 54 patients that were transported, 46 were transported to Stillwater Medical Center Blackwell, 5 to Integris Palm City, 2 to Wesley Medical Center, and 1 to St. Mary's Enid. For a total of 143 calls for the EMS department, bringing their total to 721 calls for the year. We did complete today the resurfacing of the event center floor, so it looks great. They came in, repaired all the where it had chipped down the concrete, they repaired all of them and re-clear coated it. They did an outstanding job. And then we got a big 4th of July planned for Saturday. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For the month of June, that starts our summer reading, so we're always really busy. Our patron visits was 2,010 people. We had 13 new library cards for the month. Patron computer use was at 109. Copy and print services were at 173. Our material circulation was 1,735. Libby circulation, which is our ebooks and audiobooks, was at 215. Hoopla was 231. And we, again, were really busy with activities. So for the week of June 1st through the 5th, we hosted 2 crafts. One was a dino egg. They got dinosaurs out. And then lava kits. On Wednesdays, we host a movie and popcorn. And then on Fridays, we always have a program come. We have Mad Science. In attendance for Mad Science, we had 122 people. June 8th through the 12th, again, we did 2 crafts. We had sun catchers and dino keychains, a movie on Wednesday, and then we had story doodles come on Friday. June 15th through the 18th, we hosted a dino dirt cup, edible crafts, movie and popcorn, and then we had story time with the fly catchers on Thursday because we were closed the 19th. June 22nd through the 25th, we held a craft, a dino terrarium, a movie and popcorn on Wednesday, and then we had Extreme Animals come visit us on Thursday. With that, we had an attendance of 151 people. June also started our summer food box program. So far, right now, we have served 700 boxes. This is with the help of Hunger Free Oklahoma and then the Regional Food Bank. And that's all. Do you have any questions?
No, I saw the picture of the snake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like snakes. Fine, thank you.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
In the month of June, the Street and Parks Department, we dug out and repaired 8 water cuts with asphalt and repaired the alley in the 900 block of North 9th. We had an 8-inch line that started leaking at Memorial Pool, and so we got that replaced. We removed the bushes along College Street at the museum, especially there on the corner. It was blocking the line of sight for the traffic. We trimmed back the trees along the bridge on the 800 block of South First. We did install 26 wayfinding signs at various places around Blackwell. We put out the barricades for flood control when the river came up, and of course picked them up once the river went down. We cleaned up a lot of limbs and storm debris after the storms, and also cleaned storm drains. And it's been all hands on deck trying to keep up with the melon here lately, so that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We got the 4th of July banners installed on Main Street for this weekend. We got the concrete columns poured for the arch at the fairgrounds. We installed the arch a week later, and then we installed the American Hometown sign with the city seal on the arch. Storms on June the 13th and the 14th kept the men busy. Last month, we had 6 broken poles that we replaced and worked, numerous outages and line down calls, along with tireless hours worked to restore power to Blackwell and Brandon residents. The 69 pole on Highway 11 went down sometime between June 27th and Sunday the June 28th due to the flooding. Blackwell crews switched the load to an alternate feed at 9:41 a.m. on 28th of June. Continuing to work with a customer in Industrial Park for possible expansion. And for the month of June, we had 76 locates and 47 work orders.
Thank you.
for the month of June for the water plant, we, worked on the West Clarifier, cleaning it out for maintenance. We also worked on, our lift station during the storm. Update on the east sedimentation basin, we actually filled it up today for trial and error, so far everything's good. For the month of June for the waste plant, we worked on basin A to remove floodways. We also worked on headworks and making repairs to the building due to the flood, and perform regular yard maintenance and work on boiler water. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. For the month of June, C&D department did 70 locates, 27 work orders, 4 water meter installs, 1 main leak, replaced 6 foot of sewer by the manhole on Urbana, replaced 5 foot of sewer behind 878 Sarah Drive, replaced a 2-inch meter at the Splash and Dash Car Wash, placed a 2-inch meter at Quality Inn Hotel, and placed another 2-inch meter at the Jefferson Apartments.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For the month of June, the police department had 97 traffic stops, 43 citations, 73 warnings. We had 26 arrests. We took 77 reports, and we filed 11 district cases. We had 6 non-entry accidents. Calls for service, we had 1,219. 911 calls, we had 385. And then we had 2,380 other calls. Animal control had 2 warnings, 1 citation. They had 189 animal calls, and they impounded 16 animals. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. As you can hear from all the department heads, super busy month in the month of June. I can't thank everybody enough during the storms we've had and all the damage we've had to the city. They do an amazing job, like I said, of keeping the city running. A lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people just don't see. I want to take a minute to touch on the 69 line that fell. I can't thank Mr. Stillman and the electric department. We started this a year ago, over a year ago, when we identified the erosion on the embankment, dealing with that pole right there on the north side of the East Bridge. That project has been in motion. We did get ODOT to pay $1 million to relocate that line to the south side of Highway 11. As you've seen in the recent past, the grubbing has been completed. Actually, you'll see that on the agenda tonight by Red Dirt Construction. Time on materials is what's really slowed that down. The poles will actually be here in a couple weeks. To keep on your radar, and I've sent this all the way to the state representative level, the erosion has probably eroded another 10 feet toward Highway 11. ODOT, we sent the drone footage to ODOT again. Yes, the 69 line is a major concern for the city of Blackwell, but Highway 11 is in danger of severe erosion right there. So I hope they take some action on that in the near future, or it's going to wind up just like Hubbard Road. So we fly the drone on it all the time. We keep sending the appropriate people above us that information. So like I said, the poles will be here in a couple weeks. Once the poles arrive, that project will take 3 to 4 weeks, and that 69 line will be moved to the south side of Highway 11, and we'll be able to go back to that loop. Now, some may say, why is the pole still leaning? It's almost impossible to get down to that pole without a large crane. The other option is it's still live if we choose to use it. If the secondary line were to get taken out, we could turn that back on. It's kind of stabilized in the embankment right there. So instead of cutting the lines right now, we're going to leave it as a last, oh my goodness, we need to switch back to that line because the secondary line got taken out for some reason. And it's very, very dangerous. Like I said, the only way you can access that is a heavy crane to get down there. So that's just to update the public on that line. Like I said, we started that project over a year ago with ODOT. Very thankful and gracious that they paid that. but it's just been time on materials and clearing out that south side. So hopefully next month we'll be able to report that that project is completed. So that's all I have to say.
Any questions? Thank you very much. The next item will be business. We have some items to discuss and take possible action on. A is to consider approval of payment application number 6 for Wayne Construction for the lime and feed sedimentation basin improvements in the amount of $984,313.76.
This is probably our biggest payment on this contract to date, but they are moving along on it. And this application number 6, we need to pay Wind Construction for this work. It's been certified by the engineer as correct as against the scheduled values. So,
any questions?
I make a motion to approve payment application number 6 for Wind Construction.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. B is to consider approval of the invoice of Red Dirt Power Line Services pursuant to the KV 69 transmission line contract in the amount of $100,000.
This is that scrubbing that he had talked about. That work has been done. Dollars will be reimbursed to us by ODOT.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the invoice be paid to Red Dirt Power Services.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number C, consider approval of Resolution 2026-0008 of the City Council of the City of Blackwell, Oklahoma, determining that the leasing of a certain municipal real property, commonly known as the Dewey Street Ball Field, to Karas Game, Inc., DBA KG Sports, an Oklahoma nonprofit corporation, serves a valid municipal, charitable, recreation, economic development, and a public purpose, making detailed legislative findings concerning the public benefit to be received by the city, determining that the lease constitutes the highest and best municipal use of the property, finding that the obligation assumed by the leasee constitutes fair, adequate, and valuable consideration, authorizing the negotiation, approval, and execution of a lease and development agreement, authorizing the execution of all ancillary documents necessary to carry out the lease, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, Mayor. First and foremost, everybody that spoke tonight, everybody that's here on behalf of Karas Game, thank you all for attending the city council meeting. To put everybody at ease, absolutely, we'll recommend tabling this. To give you some history of this, because I'm assuming some of you don't know, the city was approached, it's probably a couple months ago, by KG Sports. The initial plan was to propose the sale of the Dewey Ball Field. Well, unbeknownst to us, till we pulled the plat and the legal description, that ball field is lot 66, right?
Yes.
One of the original town squares of when Blackwell was founded, which prevented us from selling it. The city here is in no position except to assist KG Sports. It was brought to us. We did not seek this out. It was the best option. We spoke with Mr. Oakes as a representative of KG Sports. We're just here to help, whatever we can do to help within our power. Mr. Kennedy will talk about some of the legalities. I know some references were made that the city needs to go out and work on the land that you have. I will let him speak to that because that is private property, that is not city-owned property. But I want everybody to leave here with two things. One, I greatly appreciate you all coming and speaking. Love what you all do with that organization. Two, the city's just here to help. We were approached by your organization. We proposed an idea. It's no different than what we do for the high school baseball team, the fly catchers, the softball fields, the B Street ball fields, anything we can do to help. We absolutely want to do that. Before Mr. Kennedy speaks, I would just like to leave the mayor and the council, absolutely table it. We'll communicate with Mr. Oakes. Anytime you get a lease, obviously you want a lawyer to look at it. And anything we can do to make it better, if that's what your organization wants to do, please bring it back and I will bring it before the council. Now I will let Mr. Kennedy speak on the legalities of your private property out by the softball fields.
Thank you. We did look about transferring it to CARES Game, and there are a number of problems. I'm not going to get into kind of all of it. One, it was used as a public park. Because of that, it can be constituted a public utility, which requires its sale, a vote of the people before you sell it, except that the public approved a charter provision that I wrote that says the public utilities are water, sewer, trash, and electric, and do not constitute other public properties, and that you can fully sell other properties. The state law says that if you've got a charter provision that says something different, that you can follow that. Except that the charter provision also says that that sale has to be subject to referendum, meaning that if you even went to close it, you'd have to wait for 60 days to see if a petition was brought that tried to have a vote on that. Okay? So that complicates it. The big complication came when we found out it was the original 66 block and dedicated to the public. In order to get around that, you would have to file a lawsuit with the district court, and you would have to eliminate that public purpose. Yeah.
That was actually a school that was wiped out by the 55 tornado.
Right.
So we found that out too.
So it was very complicated. So what I did, you know, if it's good, is second best, and that is remember ownership. You know, is in England, where, you know, our law developed, is really a bundle of sticks. You know, if you own the property, you might think, well, I own all the sticks. Well, you don't. The bank owns some of them. You know, and if you have an easement in the back, then you know, they own some of them. Well, so, I mean, when you own property, you do own a lot of the sticks, but you don't own all of them. Well, when you lease property, it all depends what that lease looks like. You know, if there's no compensation paid for that lease and no direct compensation, well, you get a lot more of the sticks. And if it's for a long period of time, well, then you have a lot more sticks. And if there's just some minor duties with respect to that, well, you almost have all the sticks, except for one stick is that, you know, you can't mortgage it, you know, or you can't sell it. And so that's kind of how this agreement was created. It provides for an initial 20-year lease. And then, as long as there hasn't been any breach in the lease, they can option it at their own accord for another 20 years. So it's in fact, you know, a 40-year lease. There's no rental paid. Originally, the way I wrote it, I mean, I had requirements that they had to make. They had to tell us what their improvements were and provide for a minimum cash improvements that they're going to put in. Today I redrafted it. I took all that out. I said they needed to upgrade the bathrooms and keep the field up. And then I gave them a list of suggested things that they could do to the field. Now, they would have an obligation to go out and get grants and things like that to make the field better. So, I mean, I think when they give it, you know, there can always be improvements made to any lease, but it was really as close as they own it as you could, with the exception that it's got a 40-year term. Of course, it can be renewed after that period. So also, I would agree with Jerry. You know, if the lessee isn't ready, or if there's issues among the lessee that they would like to talk about it, that's of course what we should do. But I would say that this stands as an offer if the board agrees, and we would, of course, like we do any contract, the initial draft is put out, and then we recognize any amendments and try to make it work, try to get something closed for the good of the public.
So at this time, you recommend a motion to
And just table it.
table it?
And we'll work with Mr. Oaks and KG Sports, and if it comes back, we'll absolutely bring it back. If it's not in their best interest, then, yeah. I just want everybody to know that the city was not, we didn't seek KG Sports out. We were just trying to help when approached, so. But let me talk with Mr. Jennifer.
On the other issue. On the other issue. Yeah, the other issue is, is the city able to invest in a private, nonprofit, charitable, very good purpose? I mean, what a better purpose than with respect to children. And of course, the Constitution says that the legislature shall not authorize the city to give a gift or lend its credit to any person, firm, or corporation. The reason for that is they don't want city money to be used for charitable purposes or for a good purpose. Now, there's an exception to that, and that is you can contract with a third party for a valid public purpose if you have adequate consideration, safeguards, and accountability in the contract. Okay, and so the general rule is that you cannot. The problem is when you start down that road, then it becomes well, how about money for the food kitchen, which is a very variable. I mean, that's a very, very admirable thing. I mean, we ought to be helping the poor. And then what about money, to be used as credit on utility bills? And then what about this church, that needs a new parking lot? It's a slippery slope, okay? So, I mean, that's the issue there. Nothing is impossible. It just becomes very difficult. And the Constitution is the Constitution, and you would really have to find, a way. Now, is there a way that even I could help direct, the group to possible grants? I think I heard somebody say that they got their tax exempt status figured out, and of course that's something that as you know, we get a wealth of grants, and some of those are USDA grants. In some communities right now, I've got a $900,000 USDA grant that's going to a municipal swimming pool, but in the town of Laverne, I have over $250,000. One is going $80,000 to a private person to put in a trailer that they pull around and they sell bakery goods out of. One is $80,000 to a private bowling alley that they put two return things in, and quite frankly, I have forgotten the third one, but it's another $80,000. Oh, it was improvements to a private building. But the building served some public use, and that was through USDA Rural Development Services. So that's a federal grant that gives money to private organizations for public purposes. That's only one example. So, if the city can help in that way, we certainly should.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion on item C.
I'll make a motion to table resolution 2026-0008.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Bowen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Many of the next items are reappointments. D is to consider reappointing of trustee David Reeser to the Blackwell Public Trust for a 3-year term through July the 4th of 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint David Reeser to the Blackwell Public Trust.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Bowen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. E, consider reappointment of trustee Mark Cordell to the Blackwell Industrial Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappointment of trustee Mark Cordell.
I'll second.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee Mike Jeffers to the Blackwell Industrial Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I make a motion to reappoint Mike Jeffers to the Blackwell Industrial Authority.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. G, consider reappointment of trustee Darrell Grossart to the Blackwell Industrial Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Darrell Grossart.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. H is to consider reappointment of trustee Darrell Grossart to the Blackwell Economic Development Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
Make a motion for reappointment of trustee Darrell Grossart.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. I, consider reappointment of trustee Mark Cordell to the Blackwell Economic Development Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to appoint trustee Mark Cordell.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. J, consider reappointment of trustee Mike Jeffers to the Blackwell Economic Development Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Mike Jeffers to the BEDA.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee Brenda McGuire to the Blackwell Public Library Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reapprove Brendan McGuire to the Blackwell Library Board.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee Terry Grell to the Blackwell Public Library Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Terry Grell to the library board.
Moved and seconded.
I'll second it.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider appointment of Joe Phillips to the Blackwell Lake Trust Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to appoint Joe Phillips to the Blackwell Lake Trust Authority.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider appointment of Mike Riggs to the Blackwell Lake Trust Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to appoint Mike Reeves to the Blackwell Lake Trust.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee Stan Claybaker to the Blackwell Tonkawa Airport Trust Authority for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Stanley Claybaker to the Blackwell Tonkawa Airport Trust.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider appointment of Bree Rao to the Blackwell Youth Council Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
Make a motion of appointment of Bree Rao to the Blackwell Youth Council Board.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of Jim Rogers to the Blackwell Youth Center Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Jim Rogers to the Blackwell Youth Council Board.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of Stacy Houston to the Blackwell Youth Council Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion for reappointment of Stacy Houston to the Blackwell Youth Council Board.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider appointment of Kim Loftus to the Blackwell Youth Council Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to appoint Kim Loftus to the Blackwell Youth Council Board.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee George Becker to the Blackwell Tourism Authority Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint George Becker to the Blackwell Tourism Authority Board.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee Ruby Clark to the Blackwell Tourism Authority Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion of reappointment of Ruby Clark to the Blackwell Tourism Authority Board.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider reappointment of trustee Dion Gates to the Blackwell Tourism Authority Board for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to reappoint Dion Gates to the Blackwell Tourism Authority Board.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion. And Bechtel to the Blackwell Municipal Board Authority Board of Trustees for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2029.
I'll make a motion to appoint Leanne Bechtel to the Blackwell Municipal Golf Board.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Hollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Our last item is to consider approval of resolution number 2026-0009 of the City Council of the City of Blackwell, Oklahoma, notifying the public of publication of the second supplement of the Blackwell Municipal Code 2022, establishing the price for written copies for the supplement, directing the city clerk to file a copy of this resolution in the office of the Kay County Clerk, file a copy of the supplement in the Kay County Law Library, maintain copies of the supplement in the office of the city clerk, and provide for compliance with 11 OS 14-109 and 14-110.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, one of the requirements to have municipal ordinances is that you have to recodify them every 10 years. And in addition, that you have to supplement them every 2 years. Now, you can supplement them by just taking a loose leaf notebook and putting it next to the code. Okay? But, by putting the ordinances, but that helps no one. And particularly, it helps no one like what we just did in the last 2 years. I mean, we passed the whole zoning ordinance. Remember when we changed all that? And then we went back and made major amendments to it to make it conform with the map. And then we passed the subdivision regulations, which we hadn't had. And then there's, scats of other ordinances that we put in. So now there's going to be a Word version or a PDF version that is completely up to date today. And the public, of course, will have access to that for free, not having to pay for it, because it'll be placed up on the web page. And so then we'll start again. Now, I don't think that we'll have quite a supplement like this, because we really handled a lot of different things in the last 2 years. So I doubt it, but yeah, I would recommend approval of this resolution.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-0009.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any new business at this time?
No new business this evening, Mayor, but from the city of Blackwell to all Blackwell citizens, we hope everybody has a safe and happy 4th of July.
Excellent. Motion. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming. We'll begin our second meeting, which is the Blackwell Municipal Authority meeting. I'd like to have a roll call, please.
Braden is absent. Henderson?
Present.
Moen?
Present.
Pollett?
Present.
Murphy?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. Are there comments for
None,
this?
none tonight.
There is a consent agenda of 3 items. We can remove any if you wish, or I'll take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, under business, we have some items to discuss and take action. Consider ratification of payment application 6 for wind construction for the lime and the feed sedimentation basin improvements in the amount of $984,313.76.
You did this on the city side, but the money is on this side.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment to Wind Construction for pay application number 6.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider ratification of the invoice for red dirt power line services pursuant to the KD 69 transmission line contract in the amount of $100,000.
Same announcement.
I'll make a motion for ratification of the invoice for the red dirt power line service.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollett?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. Consider approval of agreement between the Blackwell Municipal Authority and Beeland Industrial Properties LLC, a Delaware limited liability company, a Delaware limited liability company for the sale and the purchase of the following real estate.
Well, I suppose we didn't need to say that twice.
I read it though.
Well, this is great news. We went out and we bought that property to put our new water plant on, and Chepester Beckville property, and also a piece of property from the industrial authority. They're 2 separate pieces of property. And we paid $155,000 for it, and now hopefully we get to sell it, and we use that money for our water project. I would just point out that this particular agreement has a whole bunch of due diligence on their side. So we're going to have to, there's a time period we're actually holding it open then, and it's, normally it's a 30-day closing. This is longer because there's lots of considerations. It could actually be held open for as much as 180 days. Don't think it'll go that long, but it could, because there's a series of due diligence procedures in the agreement. So the only thing, we haven't been trying to market it. This would be a company for the industrial park, and so of course we're supporting that. I just can't, with that long of a time, the conditions will all need to be met. And then we can use the money for the water project.
Any questions? Okay.
Need a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement for sale and purchase of real estate and other property with Beeland Industrial Properties LLC.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollard?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
I think we're to the new business.
None this evening, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you. The Blackwell Municipal Authority meeting is now adjourned, and our final meeting tonight is the Blackwell Facilities Authority. May I have a roll call?
Braden is absent. Henderson?
Present.
Moen?
Present.
Pollard?
Present.
Murphy?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Okay, any discussion from citizens?
No, ma'am.
Okay, there is a consent agenda of 2 items.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded.
Henderson?
Aye.
Moen?
Aye.
Pollard?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Motion carries. There's no business, so is there any new business, sir?
None this evening, Mayor, thank you.
Well, I wish everyone a happy 4th of July meeting.